Okay, right, today we're going to build our light rail with our UV LED chips on it. And to do this, we're going to use a bit of aluminum angle, 1.5mm thick. I think this is 20mm by 15mm. And what we're going to do, this is 1 metre long. So I'm going to cut it down 100mm. And then I'm going to cut that again there. So we're going to cut this end piece off and then cut this in half. And then what we're going to do is glue them in here. So we've got a bracket that we can hang it on. And then we're going to tap it, drill and tap it. I've got these nice little eyed screws here. So we're going to tap it so that when it's all screwed together, we can hold it up like so. Some cables, but what we need this aluminum what do you call it, angle for a heat exchanger, because these LEDs are going to get really hot. Now it's some from another job, so you know, obviously they'll come nice and clean to you, but basically we're going to glue them on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, still got some heat sink on that. So what I'm going to do is clean these up, separate these wires off, cut this end off, glue these over here. I might show you how to do that. And then we'll start wiring it up. It won't take long. And what we need for this, we've got 2 drivers. We're going to run 6 bulbs. I'm going to run 4, so I'm going to be running something different, but I'll show you how to wire it up to these. I'm going to use this big thing because it's lurking around and might as well use it. A couple of waygos to connect it, plug, automatic centre punch, not much to it really. Right, I'll get going and then I'll come back to you. Right, I've just trimmed these, and what we're going to do, basically, this we're going to glue. I'm going to run some super glue along there and along there. We're just going to glue that on there. So this is the top side, and then we're going to drill and tap in there. And this is the face that we're going to mount our LEDs on. So we need a hole in here and a hole in here. So with your automatic centre punch, now I'm going to go slightly offline because there's more weight on one side than there is the other. You'll see what I mean in a second. Right, let me work this out. So that's 20. Right, let's come on at 10. Doesn't have to be super accurate. It's just literally just hold it up. So and just right, now I'm going to centre punch them. I'm just going to drill these and then we'll get around to gluing. Okay. Okay, holes drilled, all's good. Now what I'm going to do, this is M3 tap. We're just going to tap this. So I just do it with my fingers, it's just so simple. So get it going. Remember to come back a quarter turn. 1, 2, 3, come back a bit. 1, 2, 3, come back a bit. Make a real nice tapped hole there now. That one's done. So it don't take long. It really is nothing. It just looks hectic, but it's dead simple. Going 1, 2, 3, come back a bit. 1, 2, 3, back a bit. 1, 2, 3, back a bit. When you come back, it just nips off the little bit of schwarf that you've made, so it don't become a right old mess. Right, there we go. That is done. Now what we're going to do, take these here, screw these in. Well, that's not particularly good. Special. Right, need a nut for that. Or should I just glue it? I think we should just glue it. So, let's get our super glue. Hopefully it won't be completely stuck. It's expensive stuff. I think I've got 5 of them from the pound shop. Let's get rid of that. Now, what we're going to do here, this is quite good, let's get a bit of cardboard first, just so we don't completely destroy everything. Okay, favourite bit of cardboard, do everything on this. So, what I'm going to do, without getting glue on my fingers, which I always do and I absolutely hate. Right, so along that edge. And this top edge. If you have, right, try not to stick yourself to that. Remember where the super glue is. You'll have a little bit of time to move it about. That's not bad. Just such a good way of making bits. Bit of super glue. Right, this one is our next one. Let's just get my crappy thread out. And down that. What's going on there? Anyway, never mind. Right, so I spilt some there. Right, let's just clean that up. What can I clean that up with? Got some lighter fuel. I don't know how that'll work. We'll give it a go anyway. Right. Oh, wait a minute, got some acetone somewhere. Not acetone. Propyl alcohol, that'd be a little bit better. There's not much that. Right. There's a few bits on there that would get you in hospital with a really stupid reason for being there. Why in hospital? I've stuck this piece of aluminium to my arm. Okay, cool. Right, so there we go, we've got hold that in, hold that in. Now what I'm going to do while the super glue is still out, and I haven't made too much of a mess, is I'm actually going to glue these in here because the thread's just such naff baggage. So what I'll do is I'll just right, that was good. Do this one. Oh, that one's not too bad. What was wrong with the other one? Thread was completely knackered on it. Anyway, I'll put some double glue on that anyway, because it ain't going nowhere. I'm sure this will be passed around my friends while they fix their surfboards. That's good, isn't it? How about that? Pretty quick. Again, it's not perfect, but we're just going to hold something up. So I can put some chains through these loops and we can suspend it. So that's the area we've got to stick our LEDs. So what I'm going to do, I'll switch you off while this dries a little bit. I'm going to have a quick cup of tea and then I'll come back, and in the meantime I'll clean up these LEDs. We'll glue them on, I'll wire it up, and then we'll switch it on and off we go. So that's that bit done. So not quick. No, I mean, not a long time. I mean, it is quick. Here we go. Right, done a few things. I've wired up this driver, put a plug on it, put a couple of Wago connectors on this end. So that's the beans in. Now, taking my soldering iron, I'm just going to take these ones off here. Keep them so you know which way round they are. I know that from this, that's like 360 nanometers. It's about 380. This is about 390. Oh, ouch, that was hot. Now obviously these have been tinned because they've been used before, but that's quite straightforward. I'll show you how to do that. Because when you get them, obviously there's going to be no solder on them, they're just going to be bare LEDs. So what you need to do is get some liquid flux, touch the contacts, and then with a loaded bit of solder, just, there we go. Just touch them. Right, now, on these, it's impossible to see, but just above these corners here, there's a plus there and there's a minus there. So if in doubt, get a magnifying glass, alright? So that's what we've got. Let's move this rubbish out of the way. This is what we have. Fine, let's move that completely. 1, 2, 3. Like that. Okay, so let's get it on this side. So what I'm going to do, and it really doesn't have to be, you know, rocket science or anything. So going to go from 3 inches in on that side. So we've got our glue. This is special glue, it's not just any glue, it's special glue. Right, positives on the left. So, I don't know if you can see, we're going to put a little bit on there. Just a little bit like that, not a lot. Plate measure, 3 inches in. 3 inches in, just place that on there. Don't put your fingers all over it, obviously. Right, and this is like a cement, like a rubber cement. Pretty funky stuff actually. Right, so okay, let's get this one on the other side. Positive. Put a bit of glue in it. Again, not too much, because it goes a long way. Can you see how much is in there? Not a lot. Right, so 3 inches from the other end. Just about there. What's going on? Okay. Now we've got pretty much bit of stuff on there. Double check before we go. I'm literally going about 10 inches. Where are we? It's good enough for me. Right, so we'll centre those up and push them down. They're going to be fluid for a little bit. Right. Okay, right. Now I'm just going to hang them down like that, and I'm going to switch you off. Am I going to hang them down like that? No, probably not. Let's prop them up. There's a tiny bit of wood. That might be a little bit better. There we go. Look at that. We're on our way. Okay, I'm just going to turn you off now. I'll pause you for a moment while I tidy up and have my long-awaited cup of tea, and then I'll come back and we'll wire this up and switch it on and blind you. So in a bit. Right, I've cut some wire and we're ready to tin the wire up. So the way we do that is get your flux, and then you just proceed without touching that. So dab it in the flux. There we go, that's that one done. Don't take long, but it's essential. And what I tend to do is pre-cut the bits first, bits of wire. So I've already held these bits of wire up against what we've got to do. That's not too good. That's and I know it fits, even though we just stuck them on like just a bit haphazard. So, not going to do is put the flux away first. Although we'll need it again in a second. What I'm going to do, because it is, what's it? Positive side is this side, yeah? Negative this side. So we're going to come in on the positive, and then we're going to daisy chain it. So we'll be going negative to positive, negative to positive, negative to positive, if that makes sense. And then the current will run along, all will be good. So, but what I'm going to do initially is I'm just going to solder these bits in the middle here. I'll put that away, right. So, I'm just going to daisy chain it up before I get the power on, so. Sometimes if it's a bit long, you get to the end, just put a right angle in it and hold it flat, and it will just reach the terminal. And just wait for it all just be a little bit better. Or you could put a twist in it and it'll pretty much make the cable stay on that, he says. Now the good thing about this is that you can move them. Look, about that. Right. So that's our first one, daisy chain. Snips ready for that. Okay, so here we go. Daisy chain the second one in. Let's get a bit of solder. Right, I should have switched the camera off. This is really boring. You're just looking at my back again. There we go. August surf next week. What a winter. Not very warm, 8 degrees in the water. But waves are good. So, that's good, that's good, that's good. Let's get this last one on. A little bit too long, right, so I'm just going to trim that down a tiny bit. Right, that's what I like about this. You can solder it, and while the glue's still a little bit wet, you can stretch it a bit. You can stretch it a bit like that. And all is good. Right, happy with that. Now, next bit is quite good. We've got our cable. Now, we have got negative up this end. So what we need to do, if you feed the thick bit, it's probably easier. So we can feed through here. Probably not on camera, right? There we go. Right, so feed that through there. And you can see, like, here comes your positive bit coming through like this. He says. Now what we need to do is to feed this positive up through that hole there, like that. Like so. And then that solders onto there. And double check before you do it that your positive symbol's on there, which ours is. So. Right, now this end, let's see, up through there, then put a little kink in it so you can, oops, like that, a right angle, so you can hold it, and you've got enough so you can go in, you see that little hole there? So go in and just feed it through, he says. What I think to try and do on camera, just feed it through the hole, here we go. Otherwise it's going to take ages for a second. Right. Okay, so we're through. Where's my wire cutters? Oh, here we go. Blending in, still haven't had my cup of tea. So, I'll trim that. Strip it back. Get your flux. Flux up to it rather than the other way around, because it's easier that way. Soldering iron. A decent soldering iron is always good as well. Don't use your nan's old one. Borrow a decent one if you haven't got one. Right. Then we just hold that onto there like that. Right, that's all wired up. So that will, you know, that'll work. Let's just straighten them out so it's not too baggy. They'll start going off any second now without putting your thumbs all over the actual LEDs. Right, so I'm just going to put that, maybe not in between there, you see terrible things happening. Don't need your soldering iron anymore. Right, so turn that off, get your flux out of the way, get your solder out of the way, get this rubbishy old bit of cardboard out of the way. There we go. Filed. Now, what we've got here, whoa, excuse me, driver. Now, this here is a mean well driver. you can get 52 volts out of it, and I think it puts out about 6 amps. But I can adjust it. It's got these two little adjuster things here. Whoop, there we go. So I can adjust exactly what we need to do. But what you guys will be doing is, now these are 100 watt LED drivers. I meant to get a magnifying glass so you can see this. Now anyway, 3 amps, this is the output. The output is 27 to 38 volts at 3 amps. Okay, now each one of these LEDs is 10 volts pretty much, between 10 and 12 volts. So you can run 3 of those off one of these, yeah? So if you get 3 instead of my 4, so instead of coming up to the last one, just break off and come back to this. So obviously you'd have, what we got here? Red positive, be that way round. So red we go in there, negative up that in like that. That would light 3 up. So you could do 6. You can either do 3 with one of these or 6. I'd do 6. Now these work out £7.50 each, or $10, which is like nothing. They're really good. In fact, if you had to buy a few, sometimes buy 5, you get them direct from China. They're really, really cheap. So if you stuck 6 on here, you could run them 2 lots of 3, yeah? Obviously you can't go 6 in a line, you've got to do 2 lots of 3. We're doing 1 lot of 4 with this. Does that make any sense? It does to me, but I hope it does to you. Anyway, I don't know any other way of explaining it. So, this is what you need. I've got this lying around, but I can get, you know, more brightness. I've only got 4, and I don't want to buy any more. This is the thing. I've got them. What's the point in? What is the point of buying any more? So what I'm going to do now is just strip this. Let's put my soldering iron back on because I'm not quite finished with it. Let's just strip a bit off this. Now hold it, give it a bit of a twist, and then